22.
Welcome to the award-winning Fred Dreyer radio show. I'm Michael Horn along with Corey Marino, but the star of our show is the award winner himself, the one and only Mr. Fred Dreyer.
Well, thanks so much, Mike. You sound like a stranger over there. Your voice is very masculine still.
I've been away.
You're still very masculine. And
Thank you, Fred.
I just wanted you to know that.
Yes, thank you so much. Fred, how's your week going?
Well, let's see. Now that you're here.
Yeah, the big weekend is here. What's the deal?
We've decided to do a little bit of work around here.
What have we done?
Well, we've categorized our opinions about why the Dodgers are the most rotten group of people you've seen in a long time.
Boy, that's a tough baseball season, isn't it? Dodgers were ahead by, 10 games at one point. They got down to 0 and playing the Padres. I don't know what's going to happen to these guys.
Well, you're going to find out pretty quick. It's all tied up now with about 40 games. Is it 40 games, Corey?
Corey Marino, give us the stats, please.
Yeah, it's roughly 40 games. It went down from 9 games just a couple weeks ago, and so at the time of this recording, the Padres had just beat the Giants in their day game. So the Dodgers are actually a half game.
Right oh, now. Boy. Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, look, you can't win them all, but
you can't.
Dodgers aren't winning them when it counts.
Can't win them all, Fred. Fred, we're going to talk about this in the show today.
Yeah.
We're going to a break now, but you played on some great teams with the LA Rams and New York Giants. I mean, come on, you were playing baseball in high school. I want to get it straight from you. What happens when a team just disintegrates? How do you put it back together again? It's kind of tough. So we'll take a break and we come back. Plus, Fred, there was an honor, I believe, that I heard involving you. And I do want to talk about that a little bit when we return here. This is the Fred Dreyer Show. Those of you that would like to talk to Fred, email him, freddryer@crntalk.com. Very simple email address, Fred Dreyer, F-R-E-D. There's your Fred Dreyer, D-R-Y-E-R, at CRN, the Championship Radio Network, crntalk.com. Get your emails together, send them in to Fred. We're also on video. Check us out on Facebook Live. We'll be back. It's the Fred Dreyer Show.
Constipation with belly pain that keeps coming back and back and back. If your symptoms keep coming back, talk to your doctor. It could be irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C. Linzess could help you get ahead of it. Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 800-785-9618. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-785-9618 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 800-785-9618 right now to schedule your tax-deductible vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-785-9618 now.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou, a term provider, 800-379-9528. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-379-9528. That's 800-379-9528 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-379-9528. 800-379-9528.
Welcome back to the Fred Dreyer Show. Michael Horn, Corey Marino with the star of our show, Fred Dreyer. And Fred, we are honored to have back as one of our sponsors, Linzess. Those of you with constipation, with belly pain, we understand the Dodgers have been trying to get this advertiser for their TV broadcast, especially after the 6th inning when the bullpen comes in. Apparently it's something that's hit the whole team over there a little bit.
It's hit the fan, so to speak.
So has. Yes, it has. It really has. Fred, the President Trump this week made a big announcement about the Kennedy family honors, and I thought I heard your name mentioned. You're one of the few people. I'm serious. You're one of the few people.
I was the guy they yelled at the back of the room. Hey, shut the door.
You had an outstanding career in sports and football with the New York Giants and the Rams. And then, of course, so many great years on Hunter and Land's End and so many great movies and TV shows. Mm-hmm. What do you think? I think we lobby Trump and get you there at the Kennedy family honors.
Oh, is that what you're going to do? It's a little too late. I think it's a little too late. I think there's a greasing that I missed.
Might be next year. It could be next year. It could be. Now, but since we're talking about that, though, there is something great coming up here that we want to remind all of your fans about. And Jenny and everybody at the Works For Me Fred Dreyer Fan Club, you, Fred, tell us about this. You and Stephanie Kramer are going to be seen and heard from at the Mid-Atlantic Nostalgia Convention, September 18th to the 20th. Tell us about this.
Well, I've agreed to do it. I've yet to talk to anybody. You have to travel back to, to Baltimore, and it's supposed to be a real shindig, and a lot of people. It's a real good turnout. It's part of the country is big sports fans, but I have yet as to make contact with those folks, and we're waiting to do so and prepare our travel plans.
This is a big deal. It's the Mid-Atlantic Nostalgia Convention, and they're touting this as the stars of TV's Hunter reunited for a grand one weekend only. NFL All-Pro turned actor Fred Dreyer signing autographs, talking to the fans and about his acting career, his football career, and the lovely and talented Stephanie Kramer with her acting and singing career. Are you two going to be seated together there, or they got you separated?
We're on bullhorns, Mike.
Good. That's good. That's what I thought.
Going to be separated a little bit.
It'll call more attention to the actual connection, and then maybe you two could walk together into the center of the room, and that would be good.
Again, that's where the bullhorns come in.
Rick Hunter and D.D. McCall back together again. So if you want to make plans, it's going to be a big weekend. It is at the Sheraton Baltimore North Hotel at 903 Delaney Valley Road in Townsend, Maryland, and get your rooms there.
Towson.
Is it Towson?
T-O-W.
Oh, like in a tow in a truck.
Well, it's not. It's not tow. T-O-E. It's
tow.
It's Towson.
Towson.
Yes.
Towson, Maryland. Gotcha.
Okay.
So 903 Delaney Valley Road, and you're going to be staying there. Maybe people will see you in the bar.
Well, I mean,
You know how you like to close it down.
It's the hotel of record, Mike.
Okay, good. All right, let's get into this Dodger thing over there. You know, we're going to start off, Corey Marino, you brought up this whole thing on Michael Conforto. Let me just say this, if you will. He has a new nickname on the Dodgers. I don't know if you've heard this, Fred, but his name is real name, Michael Conforto. But we who love him in the fans in the stands call him Michael O for Forno. Michael O for Forno is one of the greats there. And Corey,
by the way,
yes.
May I interrupt? That's just indicative of when a team sits around and spits on sunflower seeds.
Yeah,
they have a lazy pattern of telling stories and stuff. And from what I gather, where was it? Oh yeah, you mentioned before break that what is it that makes the season, what is able to change the chemistry of the team?
You got it, brother.
Right. How do you do that? So I made a note here. Just forgive me. I made a note here. John Madden mentioned to a group of us many years ago. He just said that John thought, that 10 years as a head coach, he's referring to the National Football League, but he said it applied. He says, I don't see how anybody can maintain the equilibrium necessary to be a head coach and be fresh and be original and past 10 years. 10 years, he thought, was the break-off limit to where that's it. The team's not digging you. It's the same voice they've heard, and they're tired of it. Now you apply that to Dave Roberts because this is his 10th season, but you can also apply it to the fact that, coupled with that, the Dodgers have been on the road to Korea, to Japan. They've had an unbelievable, insurmountable injury list, and no one can survive. How in the hell they decided to bring in players, existing pitchers. What's the guy's name that they brought in?
Stewart.
Yeah, a relatively journeyman, but decent pitcher. He now is on the injury list. So how in the hell do they do that? How do people suddenly, hey, go pick up Stewart at the bus depot and bring him over to the stadium? We'll give him a uniform and he'll be on the team. Well, hell, by the time he goes out and warms up, he's throwing his daily requirement of pitches. They have policy and philosophy that the Dodgers do that are not realistic to my way of thinking. It's not realistic. They don't alter and change up. In football, I remember playing against the Steelers or the Raiders, real good teams, and they would come out and we would practice against them for a whole week. And our scout teams would kind of be the defense against the offense and practice that 3-4 times a week. And when you get down to it, the game starts and they come out with a whole complete different offense.
Come on.
It's done. They used to do that a lot to the Rams because we had good defenses. But they come out in the most preposterous formations, and it broke normalcy. It broke what we anticipated. Oh, yeah, the Rams play this type of defense, and so we're going to practice against it. They'd say, okay, we have our regular stuff, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to fly out there, and we're going to get a nice a Bed Bath and Beyond breakfast, and we're going to show them
Really?
a bunch of offensive sets that they haven't prepared for. And so if you don't think that way, if you don't tell a pitcher, here's how we're gonna pitch these guys. If you don't tell your guys in your lineup, listen, I want to see some bunts. Let's get some bunts and move some people over. Dave doesn't do that. He sits there with his arms folded, and looking around, and nothing is done. The life, it's a moribund dugout, and the life essence of the team is flat. And there's no way of doing that. Only the players can do that. But the manager has to set sail in the right direction.
We continue straight ahead. Fred Dreyer. It's the Fred Dreyer Show. We'll be back.
Savor the past and savor the glory days of Las Vegas. Enjoy 70 years of true Las Vegas history as 4 generations of family wait to greet you at the legendary Bootlegger Italian Bistro. Wine, dine, and experience Mama Maria's award-winning original recipes while surrounded by original family photos and celebrity memorabilia. Enjoy piano artistry nightly with music from the Great American Songbook in our main formal dining room. The Bootlegger Italian Bistro, 7700 Las Vegas Boulevard South, in the entertainment capital of the world. The Bootlegger Italian Bistro, open 7 days a week. 7700 Las Vegas Boulevard South, in the entertainment capital of the world. It's Vegas, baby.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-379-9528. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-379-9528. That's 800-379-9528 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-379-9528. 800-379-9528.
You experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury? If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422. Welcome back. You're in tune with the Fred Dreyer Radio Show, coming to you each and every week at this time. Our flagship station, 790 KABC in Los Angeles. Saturday nights, we're here with you every week at 6 o'clock. Sirius XM channel 203, Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 12 noon Pacific Time. Also, the XM Sirius app at 967. WRMN in Chicago, broadcasting on the weekends as well. 2 stations all over the country. We're on I don't know, around 100 stations. So check it out. Go to crntalk.com, click on Fred Dreyer's great face, and it'll go and show you the list of all the great shows. I'm Michael Horn with Corey Marino. Fred, that's exactly, in your last segment, what I was after here. How do you turn a team around? You're saying, when you have the great team, just to recap quickly, like the Raiders, like Dallas, like somebody that came to play you, they'd go practice weird things on the field. Your staff is checking it out, saying, I think they're going to use this play. They're going to use this play. They come out on the field for Sunday's game, completely different plays. They completely stymie you. This is a big deal. You got to get the advantage. You mentioned during the break here with me, runners in scoring position is a big deal for baseball. Tell us about it.
But look, runners in scoring position is the RISP, and that is runners in scoring position. You can hit all you want, and if you're not hitting home runs, single home runs, where you just go around the bases, then you've got to put people on base. That's your responsibility. Is a hitter is to
set the table,
is to come through with your teammates behind you. When the lead batter jumps into the batter's box, he's setting the pathway for the guy behind him.
Yep.
He's setting that goal. The manager has to be able to set the tone of the business model. What's the business model in baseball? I'm going to get my guys. I'm going to make you pitch so many pitches to just get one out. I'm going to get on base, and then I'm going to steal second. And the guy behind me is going to hit to right field and push guys around. So by the time you've got one batter on deck, you've got the chances of 3 runs because the guy coming up behind you represents the 3rd run. That's when your home runs mean something. That's when the batters can now change their batting order, and they start to swing for the fences when you've got people in running scoring position. Or the manager could just simply say, the third base coach, pass it on to him. He could simply say, let's go. Load the bases up and let's start hitting for the fences. And that's how you get big innings. That's how you maintain them. It's also how you keep opposing teams from doing it to you. That's where pitching comes in, and that's how it trickles down. That builds into a momentum. Each team, three people or three games in a series.
Yep.
You want to win those games. You want to win those series, and you can't just get up there and grab a hold of the knob and start swinging for the fences.
Which is missing. It's missing from the great teams. Everybody, you look on some of these big teams. I mean, Shohei Ohtani hits great home runs. We love it. He's leading the league. Wonderful, big powerhouse. He's also figuring out how to hit in the triple plays, for God's sakes. Let me ask Corey a question here. Fred, maybe you know the answer. I thought we got rid of this whole shift crap that they had, but I noticed the infield now can move all the way over to the right side or to the left side. Is that legal now? Is that what they're doing?
So the rule is that you have to have 2 people on each side of second base.
All right.
So you can have almost half your body on the second baseman can have half his body on the shortstop side, but as long as some part of his body is cut by the middle of the second base, it's a fine formation.
So if I'm a stinking hitter that's only batting 200 like Conforto, why don't I just line something into left field or right field when they put the shift on me and get on base, Fred?
Well, that's exactly the point. That takes. The manager, like Dave with his arms, the great Buddha, with his arms folded, looking around, up in the stands and stuff. And next thing you know, he's faced with, the third base coach is looking over at him, saying, "What do you want to do? Do you want to put something on there? You want to get these guys in? What do you want? What do you want Muncy to do here? You want him to bunt? Do you want him to hit behind the runners? What is it? Instead, they just sit there and they wait for Muncy to hit a grand slam home run.
Strategy is missing, and Dave Roberts himself, with he's a great outfielder. I love the guy. The uniform always dirty, infielder, outfielder, played the game well. His greatest moment was stealing second base when one Boston beanbag was at home plate or whatever. Stole that base. That Boston was going to lose the whole series. They turned around and won 4 straight. It was an inspiration, and that's why he's in the Boston Hall of Fame. Let me ask you this: we talked about Milwaukee, the Brewers. I'm telling you, when they came to town and swept the Dodgers in 3 games, they have not looked back. Am I right, Corey?
They have not. They've been gone on a record pace. They are actually on a 12-game win streak right now, but that's added to an 8-game win streak and an 11-game they already had. In the last 66 games, they're 50-16.
And Fred, they said that probably to themselves, if we can beat the world champions, we can beat anybody, and that stirred them up, right?
Well, did you notice how Milwaukee played when they came into L.A. to play the Dodgers? What was this, like 20 games ago?
Yeah, it's maybe like 2 weeks ago, somewhere around there.
2 or 3 weeks ago.
It was good. They played good.
Yeah,
well.
They played exceedingly well. They played gathered, and they even had, like, after the first loss, they recapped the game, and Jerry Harrison of the Dodgers mentioned, where were the Dodger runners? Where was the seeding, SEEDING? Where was the seeding of the potential run production? It was non-existent. You didn't plant your crops. You can water it all day long if you can do it. And if you don't have seeds in the ground, nothing's going to bring them up. If you don't have guys on first, second, or third base, then you're an idiot, because that's the nature of the sport. How do you score? Gee whiz, should we hit? You don't have Ted Williams on the roster, I don't think. And so how in the hell?
Let me look.
He might be.
No, he's not there. No,
he's in the cot downstairs.
Just his brain. Somebody brought his brain in.
He's in the bell jar.
Yeah.
So, but how does that happen? You know, and I circled this on my notes here. 10 years, too long a time. Madden says that. Well, if you're a manager and Dave has got the job so far, you got to make sure that Dave has to make sure that he's got open. You know what I would do? I get crazy. I watch the questions that are asked of the Dodgers and management and the manager of the team, Dave Roberts. And none of them have been asked the questions that led to the loss that we just watched.
Yeah, and Fred, and Corey, you and I have talked about this too. You get a guy like Mookie Betts who's starting to come out of it, hit a little bit now. But when he was in the doldrums, there's a lot of guys slumping on the Dodger teams. You know, they said, well, let's move him down to number 7. Let's put him in right field. Why don't you put him up there and say bunt for a base hit and surprise everybody and just take it away from these guys and put a guy on the base so we got a runner ready to go?
Yeah, that's very good. And here's the other thing. I will listen this morning to the recap of the games.
I'm sorry to hear that.
The last couple of games. Yeah, I know. I told Corey. I told this to Mike today. I came in the kitchen and I had a salmon. I was eating a salmon.
Good for breakfast.
And I looked, and there was a recapping the game, and then here comes I think it was Muncy or somebody came up to and hit into a triple.
It was Ohtani.
No, that's the great Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah,
and I think people enjoyed that more than his home runs.
Of all the people,
yes,
we trust him to do the right thing. And he gets up there, and he was just like every other dud on the Dodger bench.
First and second, nobody out.
Nobody out, first and second.
Trying to hit a home run. Let me ask you this question, okay? So you got the Shohei Ohtani up there, and it's like, Freddie Freeman's a great hitter, and you hear him say, I'm looking at the situation and how I can help the team and get on base. So is it against the law to set a batting coach to Shohei Ohtani to say, Stop swinging at the stuff in the lower outside corner and striking out. Get out of there.
Oh,
go ahead, go
what I found
learn
out?
how to
you know what I found
lay
out?
off them.
You know what I found out, Mike? That the hitting coaches, the guys with the notepads in the dugout, and trying to mumble something while people are striking out.
Hit it to left field.
Yes, those guys are supposed to say to the manager, "We've got a good game plan here." Well, what's the game plan? Hitting home runs? No. Game plan is getting guys on base. We're going to get the first leadoff guy. We're going to change our starting lineup. Put Mookie wherever Mookie thinks he can get on base. But no matter what he does, when he gets up, he's bunting. He just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, and he'll probably be a great bunter. When we come back, one more question for you, Fred, about this whole thing. We'll put it kind of to rest over there. But I got to tell you, you got to be doing things different just to catch the other team off guard, because and I like the Angels, but when the Angels beat you almost every single game they play you, you're in trouble. We'll be back with more. It's the Fred Dreyer Show. Fred Dreyer at crntalk.com.
Hi, everyone. Gina Bellich here with the Legal Help Center. And we have a special guest with us today, Super Bowl champ Vernon Davis. So, Vernon, tell all of our radio listeners who should call right now.
Well, Gina, first off, thank you for having me join you here in the studio. Now, as far as who should call in, anyone who's been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation, give us a call right now and find out how much money you could potentially get.
Thanks, Vernon. You heard it, folks. If you've been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation, give us a call right now and find out how much money you could potentially get. Call 800-745-9090. That's 800-745-9090. 800-745-9090. Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center. May not be available in all states.
Step into the world of Harmony Cheese, where Wisconsin's finest dairy traditions come to life. Our master cheesemakers have perfected the art of crafting exquisite cheeses using only the freshest, highest quality milk. Indulge in our signature Golden Age cheeses, a collection of handcrafted masterpieces that will tantalize your taste buds. Savor the tangy sweetness of cranberry and orange Hopper jelly, the rich buttery smoothness of our aged Gloucester, or the bold, complex flavor of our Merlot cheddar. Harmony Cheese is more than just cheese. It's an experience. Every bite is a journey through the heart of Wisconsin, where passion and craftsmanship meet to create culinary delights. Visit our cheese shop in Athens or shop online at harmonycheese.com and discover a world of flavor that will leave you craving more. Visit our website at harmonycheese.com. The Kahanapali Beach Resort on Maui is open, and we are welcoming guests. All properties are taking reservations now. Come visit. Go to kahanapaliresort.com. Experience Kahanapali Beach Resort on the tropical west side of Maui, just a short drive from the airport. All highways are open, a collection of relaxing resort properties, our award-winning beach, delectable dining, world-class restaurants, and activities for everyone: snorkeling, surfing, sailboating, water sports of all kinds, beach and ocean dining, stargazing, beautiful sunsets every night, golf, sun, fun, food, wine, and all in paradise. Visit Kahanapali Beach Resort on Maui. Relax. Reservations are now available. Start with a visit to kahanapaliresort.com. That's KAANAPALI resort.com. The Kahanapali Beach Resort is waiting for you. welcome back to the Fred Dreyer Show. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm Michael Horn. Corey Marino is with us here, our producer host. The star of our show is Fred Dreyer. But we just had a call. I think it was Andrew Friedman saying, guys, can you continue? I'm taking some notes here because we're changing things around. Corey, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
And then, Fred, your comment on this.
Yeah.
I thought that the pitchers and catchers have headphones so that they can say fastball, inside, slider, stinker, whatever the heck you want to call it.
Yeah, they have
but
the
I think
PitchCom.
everybody's got the headphones, it looks like, doesn't it? I've seen first basemen wearing them.
I think I have to look up the exact rules and regulations, but I think the first baseman and either one of the shortstop or the second baseman, and then one of the outfielders.
Can the batters have it?
No.
Too bad. So Fred will
That's how
need
the
you.
Astros cheated.
Fred will need you to sit right behind home plate, and all we want you to do at certain times is say bunt. Okay, can you do that?
That's why I got my bullhorn.
That's good. That's good. You got to catch them by surprise a little bit. Okay, so before we leave this a little bit, and I don't want to pick the guy apart here, Michael Conforto, Michael Perforno.
We could pick him apart. He's making $17 million.
Yeah, there you go. And Corey, you put together some great notes on some of the players the Dodgers got rid of. Run them down for our audience here.
Oh yeah, like this
Chris Taylor, yeah.
Chris Taylor. Everybody loved him, but for the last 2 seasons has just been killing us, and everybody was asking for his head, and they finally did it. And then he was hitting 200, and he had a 67 OPS over the last 2 seasons. And then the other hitter that wasn't great was Austin Barnes, and he was hitting 214. And then last year we had Jason Hayward, who they dumped right before the playoffs, and he was one of Freddie Freeman's best friends, and they just signed him for $9 million, and he was hitting 208. And they found a way to dump all these guys, but they're still letting Conforto out there with the 187. And I don't know how he did it. I don't know how the Dodgers find ways to do it, but he has been bases loaded with 2 outs.
Ugh.
I don't know how, at least 2 times a game.
And the poor guy
And he can't seem to.
He can't
consummate.
He has a look on his face like, get me out of here.
Well, let me tell you something.
Let me ask you, Fred, you're the manager now. You, during the break, said some things. What would you do to help Michael Conforto?
Here's what I would do. I would have a team meeting real quickly, not to yell at anybody, but just to help the team help themselves. And that would be, here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a game plan. We're going to attack the base paths. We're going to change the batting order for a couple minutes. Mike Conforto, you're batting leadoff, and you're going to bunt to get on first base. They're not expected to see you till the ninth inning, when you're not able to hit anything. This is what we want to do. We want to help Mike, help the team get off the schneid. And that's what we're going to do. That's the spirit of what we're going to play and how we're going to play today. So everybody grab your socks and jocks and get out onto the base paths and think setting up Mike Conforto.
Yeah, I've been blessed to meet some great people in my life, and I had lunch with Tommy Lasorda and Sparky Anderson. A great lunch. Sparky said, watch, if Lasorda takes his wallet out, moths will come out because he never just pays for anything. And so, but Sparky told me in spring training, they used to have bunting drills all day. They'd have base stealing drills all day. Most of these guys don't know how to bunt. Corey, Fred, was it Freeland, that the kid they brought up?
Yeah.
Threw down a perfect bunt the other night, didn't he? I mean, this guy knows what he's doing. If Michael Conforto doesn't know how to bunt, go put him on the back lot and keep throwing at him until he knows how to bunt.
Yeah, and nobody asked him, how have you learned how to bunt?
Exactly.
And he would tell them. And you have to interject an attitude that helps your teammate. For me to watch Michael Conforto suffer the way he is without any help from the team and from that midget manager. There, I said it.
Take it easy. I loved it.
I don't care. It doesn't make any difference. If that's the worst thing that he can hear, then he ought to quit. Remember, 10 years is too long, as John Madden said, and this is his 10th season. But I want the team to say, hey, let's put together an offensive a game plan here and score some friggin' runs.
All right, now, okay, so we talked about changing strategy. Let's look at a little higher up in the management. How do you sign a guy like Brock Stewart, going to return to the Dodgers where he started, and then he stunk, and they got rid of him, having the greatest season of his career last couple of seasons with Minnesota. They bring him on, and is it a prerequisite that when you come on the Dodgers, you got to go on the injured list for a while? Is that something? Is it kind of, like some kind of a deal when you're joining a fraternity or something? What the hell? You didn't know the guy didn't have a bad arm before you signed him up?
It's not even that he had a bad arm like right before he signed. It's the game that he played for us. He had a 4.91 ERA in 3.5 innings. He gave up 6 hits and 2 runs and only struck out 3 batters. So you trade for him. He had a sub 200 ERA before he got here. Then he comes, he sucks, and he's hurt.
Yeah, what about Bobby Miller? You had a story here said he's revealing big. We still have Bobby Miller, right?
We still have Bobby Miller.
And he's saying he's got a biggest adjustment to move to the bullpen. Hey, don't we need someone in that bullpen? Hello, anybody here in the bullpen? It's empty.
That's the only unfortunate thing is once the starters are healthy, I think we'll actually have some bullpen help. If the Dodgers make it to the playoffs, I think they'll move Sheehan, and who didn't do particularly well, and Kershaw to the bullpen, and it will be Yamamoto, Glasnow, Snell.
Kershaw is one of our best starters. Fred, I can't call them starters. They're 5th or 6th inning pitchers. Give me a break. They can't even get up to 7 or 8 innings. Cut your pitch count down or say, hey, look, leave me alone. I'm throwing well. I'm going to finish this game. What is wrong with the strategy in modern baseball?
Well, they require less effort.
Yeah.
All you got to do now is get out in the bullpen with the pitching coach, who's like a wooden Indian out there with a notepad, and have a session out there, and then just say, that's it. I'm not throwing anymore. I'm ready to go right now. I'll be ready to go when the game's open. Let's get going here. And he has to come out and throw 99 under the guy's chin. I don't want to see any sliders, any soft pitches. I don't want to see any of this junk that these guys call control pitching. I want a pitcher. I want Koufax. I want Drysdale. And the way they controlled the opposing batters, not only were they pitching to the guys on home plate, up at bat, they were pitching. They made pitches to that leadoff guy for the sake of the guy batting second. They were pitching to the lineup, and there's nobody today talking about any of this stuff because they've got the morons in this city, and they don't have a plant worth of hell to grow an idea and to have a game plan that would help string the team together. You know what they say? They say, we're going to pass it on. What do you mean pass it on? Give us the breakdown of what you mean by passing it on. If it means setting the guy up behind you, okay, let's discuss that. Why haven't we discussed that? And when you do get beat 7 in a row, what happened to the philosophy of passing it on?
Pass the baton. Yeah, now, so let me ask you guys this, Fred Dreyer, Corey Marino. Let me just, there's so many different pitches now. It used to be a curveball, a slider, fastball, a changeup or whatever. Now it's like a squeegee, and then some announcer picks off Clayton Kershaw by saying, yeah, you threw that squeegee. I don't have a squeegee. Okay, yeah, well, nobody else does either because I just made it up. But here's the thing. They're so into coming up with new pitches, they forgot control and command. There are too many walks in Major League Baseball on all the losing teams. They're putting people on the base. Giving up a walk is like giving the game up. And you walk 1 or 2 in a row, good night, game over, turn out the lights, Martha.
Yes,
that's it.
Exactly right. If you walk people, you're done. You can't put people on base. You just can't do it.
Well, I think that's the pitching is the defensive form of how baseball's changed from the offensive standpoint. Instead of hitting and moving, and like you said, passing the baton, instead of that, it's just hit home runs. And now, for pitching, walks don't matter because if I can strike out 3 people in an inning, who cares who's on base? but they don't realize that you can play baseball by putting people on base, having a steal to second, having a hit to get the guy to third, and now a fly out that's a run. That's a sacrifice fly, and they didn't even get a hit.
And if the guy has no control, you got to stay with him for three batters.
That
so
rule,
now he loads the bases.
That rule.
That's a terrible rule.
It's a terrible rule, and if pitchers,
let the manager manage.
If the manager and the pitching staff aren't on the same page, the managers should be Sparky Anderson would be sitting in the back seat of the home plate umpire.
Yeah.
The whole game, and they would have a wrestling match with Tommy to see exactly how much influence they could put on these guys, and then they would constantly be talking about. That's a bad thing. You can't force us to pitch to three guys. That's controlling the game. That's manipulation of the game. And I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to argue. I'm going to bitch and moan the whole time. For a whole year, I'm going to bitch and moan that you're making me pitch to three guys before I want to replace them.
Yeah, and even though that these guys are professionals, some guys
can stink.
You can have it. You cannot have it for but I have to now pitch to three people at least and load the bases for the next guy to come in cold and hope that he has it.
And everybody sets Vesey up to throw a fastball over the middle of the plate.
Vesey comes in and he gives up the home run because the other guys just walk three.
Yeah, he's got bases are loaded. As soon as they bring Vesey in, I say, no, don't. What are you doing? They don't know, honestly.
Behind home plate, Fred.
They don't know what they're doing.
We need you behind home plate. Brock Stewart said that he's on the 15-day injured list right now, and Andrew Friedman says they think they caught it at the very beginning, and that his injury,
the flu?
he should be healthy. He should be healthy before the end of the season. So here's the deal: Stewart told the Dodgers about what he was feeling, decided not to pitch through the pain, not to pitch through the pain. Why don't you bring Sandy Koufax out to the ballpark and talk about what it's like pitching through pain and winning championships? For gosh sakes, I don't care how many millions you're making, pitch through the dang pain and get it out before you go and take yourself on the IL.
And here's the other thing. We've said this before. There's too much money going out to the wrong people.
Yeah, you should get paid by throw a strike, you get $1. Make it really simple. You'd see a lot of strikes coming, maybe a lot of home runs, but boy, they'd throw those strikes.
It's pathetic what is being accepted. The Players Association is asleep. Major League Baseball journalism is completely unnecessary. You should let me and Mike and Corey go down to Dodger Stadium for 9 innings and watch how the team either wins or loses, and I'll set you up a 1 through 10 questionnaire to ask these idiots who can't answer a question.
Tune into next week's show. We'll have that questionnaire. In the meantime, we'll study the Brewers. They went from 26 to 28 on May 24th to Major League Baseball's best 74-44 by the middle of August. Really something else. When we come back, it's our big football segment. Stay with us.
Constipation with belly pain that keeps coming back and back and back. If your symptoms keep coming back, talk to your doctor. It could be irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C. Linzess could help you get ahead of it. Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
Are you ready to make a difference for the environment while helping the visually impaired at the same time? Then donate your vehicle to Heritage for the Blind today by calling 800-785-9618. Every donated vehicle will either be properly recycled in an eco-friendly manner or given a new life through reuse. Donating your vehicle is easy. Simply call 1-800-785-9618 and Heritage for the Blind will do the rest. They'll even arrange for your vehicle to be picked up at no cost to you. And for a limited time, when you donate your car, you'll receive a $200 restaurant voucher and a 2-night, 3-day hotel stay at one of 50 locations. Call 800-785-9618 right now to schedule your tax-deductible vehicle donation and make a positive impact on the environment while helping others. Heritage for the Blind, where every car donation counts and every person makes a difference. Call 1-800-785-9618 now.
These are the sounds of Columbo's Italian Steakhouse.
Look at this ribeye. You see that ribeye?
Fantastic. Incredible.
This is delicious.
Sausage and lentil soup, special today. Very, very good.
Look at this garlic bread. Best garlic bread I ever had.
And here's Vic Perino, owner and operator of Columbo's.
A lot of the Italian recipes are my uncle's own recipes. We have a lot of people coming back for his hand-rolled lasagna. We make it basically from scratch. I think ours is exceptional.
Here's Vic on what makes Columbo's different than any other Italian restaurant.
The other thing that sets us apart from other Italian restaurants is that we're an Italian steakhouse. We specialize in our steaks.
Plus, there's more.
They're coming for a lot of reasons to value. Their value per dollar that they're getting, plus coming into a neighborhood-friendly place. That, sometimes we're actually accused of being the melting pot of Eagle Rock.
Columbo's in Eagle Rock on Colorado Boulevard, 323-254-9138. Mangia.
Welcome back here. Fred Dreyer Show coming to you at 790 KBC in Los Angeles, our flagship station. Stations around the country. CRNtalk.com, sportsbyline.com. Check them all out. And, don't forget we're on our chat room. We missed them today. Do we have anybody in particular to say hello to, Corey?
We do. We have Nikki in Nebraska. We have Martine in Cape Canaveral. We have Jenny Wilcox Chase as well. Everybody's They're loving this Dodger talk, this baseball talk. We got Rachel Joanne, and they're all saying hi to all of us and say we look lovely today.
Thank you so much.
Fabulous.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
Okay, so Fred.
Yeah.
Football. Rams sign and Corey, Matthew Stafford, big deal. Are we going to sign him? Is he going to come back? Don't they check these guys out? Now he's got a back injury before the season even starts, and they've signed him. Shouldn't we put a microphone in his car so you can listen when he gets in the front seat and hear, maybe the guy's got a back injury. What are they going to do? Is this guy going to play for us at all at the Rams this year?
Well, that's why they're keeping him out of any and everything. You know what? Everybody's had a back injury of some sort, and if you don't take care of it, you're gonna see that back injury every day.
Recovery timeline unclear for the aggravated disc in Matthew Stafford's back. We wish him well. We'll have more football news for you next week, but very good baseball show, Fred. I understand the Dodgers just called and canceled your season pass.
Hey, you know something?
What?
I get there and I eat free and go home.
That's good. I'm sure you do. All right.
They got salmon for you at the Dodgers.
They had the greatest spread you could ever imagine.
I don't want to hear any more about it.
It is the best.
I love the Dodgers. I really do.
If you have any spare time, and I know you do, if you have any spare time at all, you'll take an Uber down to Dodger Stadium and get in there and beat the crowd.
Buffet.
Just hit the buffet. All I know is I'm rooting for Conforto. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to unleash Conforto. And guess what? When he breaks loose and is a contributor, the fans will go crazy, and so will the team.
That's right. All right, that's our show. If you missed anything, log on to our website, thefreddryershow.com. Email Fred, freddryer@crntalk.com. Again, Fred, F-R-E-D, Dryer, D-R-Y-E-R, @crntalk.com. Follow him on Twitter, Fred_Dryer, Facebook.com/The Real Fred Dryer. For Corey Marino, I'm Michael Horn. For Fred Dryer, see you next week.
If anyone should ask, you're listening to CRN Digital